y'all. Welcome to episode 8 of Shut Up Woman. I'm Lexus.
I'm Riz.
I'm Anija.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we will be talking about red flags in dating.
And what's your toxic trait? Right?
Yes.
And
what's toxic traits,
Yeah.
So who want to go first with red flags?
Red flags and dating.
Yeah.
Let me think.
I think I got one. So, something that I ignore all the time, a red flag that I ignore all the time is, like, men saying that they're going to do something and they don't do it. And still be, like, expecting that they going to do something, but you know that they don't be doing the stuff. So, I still be, like, they be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to set up a date where we're going to go out there. And it's just like, yeah, you be lying. Why would I believe that, right? Like,
right. That's definitely a red flag.
But you can tell that stuff when they saying, like, oh, I'm finna go to the gym, and then they call you, did you go to the gym? No, I ain't go to the gym. Like, even though that's little, but if that's a consistent thing of them not doing what they say, even if it's a daily routine, then they not gonna, it's just something, it's just something that they don't.
Or even if you tell me you're gonna call me, you know, and you don't, that's just like, bruh, you could just keep it to yourself. That's just like, don't say you're gonna do something and don't do it. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, lying is a red flag, because what are you lying about little stuff for? It just be little things.
Yeah, like, I agree.
But how can you tell somebody lying, though, when you first start dating? Now, I can see if you're saying a relationship, but, like, when you first start dating, how you know this person lying?
I mean, you don't, but then it's just like with all lies. Sometimes you don't know they're lying. You find out later.
Yeah,
it's even like
there.
Right, even like lying on your lifestyle, and then you find out 4 or 5 days in that all that shit's a lie. Like,
I agree.
It's just like it's ridiculous. I did get a list of red flags we can talk about later, though.
Yeah, I don't know. My first date is my current boyfriend, but somebody on Instagram was like, when men be like, pull up, or can I pull up, instead of like creating, be like planning a date or something.
Red flags is inviting me over to your house.
Yeah.
Or that's all they want you to do.
Or talking about sex too soon.
Yeah.
Like first day you want to eat me out. It's kind of like,
or what you doing? I'm in the shower without me. Like,
yeah, that's irritating. Cause I'm like, you gotta think really like,
send me something.
Yeah, you gotta think like, if they doing that with you on the first day, like, yeah, you might be a special girl, you might be cool, you might be, but I just feel like if they thought about you like that and it's like you're a special girl, they wouldn't be so quick to try to have, right? You get what I'm saying? So like, how? Because I had to think about that too. Because I'm like, no, you don't like me for real. Because if you did, you would wait, like, or you would at least try to court me first and then try to have some sex. But no, you just trying to have sex with me dating at the first date, so you don't really like me for real.
Yeah.
You probably extremely attracted to me, but you don't like me.
You don't know
you're not
me.
You're not trying to intentionally date me, so you don't like me for real.
I agree. I had this dude. I ain't gonna say his name because we're friends on Facebook still. But like 2 weeks into we had one date, and 2 weeks and he wanted to be with me. And I'm like, you don't even know me. And he be like, well, I know what I want. And I'm like, but you don't know me. Right. And I definitely would never even pursue anything that soon. But I've heard I love you quick. Like stuff like that. It turns me off. Because I'm like.
And some people might some people might like that. But I just feel like if you truly know this person is or you feel like, because you might feel like when you first meet them in the first couple of weeks, you like, okay, I'm going to spend, possibly like this, she wifey material or whatever. You might can figure that out.
Well,
but I feel like,
you never had sex.
But some people think that though. Because I feel like for men, they're going to automatically assume. So you get what I'm saying? Because how much bad did...
I've heard.
I mean, I know they have it, but I'm saying how much, like, oh yeah, her stuff was bad. No, it's probably one experience they had out of them. How many people they didn't have sex with that was actually bad. So a man, I don't feel like thinking like, oh, her pussy probably bad. You get what I'm saying? Like, if they like you for real and they like, oh, she wifey material, they probably like, yeah, her pussy probably good. That's not, they don't think, right? They don't think exactly. Yeah. So, like us, we different. We probably like his stuff probably little. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like we're on the opposite side. So I feel like a man can be like, oh, she wifey material, but I just feel like if you think somebody wifey material, you would take your time to court her, like I said, get to know her and not move so fast. Like, just take your time and just really get to know her and just like,
Exactly. Yeah.
get into that. So moving too fast is definitely a red flag.
Yeah, that's definitely a red flag. That's a turn off.
It very much is.
I have some bad hygiene. Obviously.
I mean, that's not even a red flag. That's just. How is that a red flag?
Because you can see somebody on the first date and you're like, no, their breast ain't grow. Oh, they're funky. That's a red flag.
Bad. I don't know if that's really a red flag because it's like.
Yeah, you're running away. Because what would you call it? Like, outside of being a red flag? It's an absolute no. It's a.
I mean,
but I feel like red flag is something that shows, but like, you get what I'm saying?
I'm not explaining.
Like, red flag, that's something that shows, but like, most of the time you either ignore it, that's like subtle, that's like, that's a full blown, you stink.
Yeah, like,
I'm not,
you know what I'm saying? I did have before too was this one dude, we would always talk and text all day up until like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And he used to tell me like, oh, his reception in his house was bad.
What?
Yes.
In his house.
Oh yeah.
In his house. That shit was bad.
That's how they do. So I'm saying with the bad hygiene part, a red flag would be, oh, his shoes dirty. You get what I'm saying? Not a full blown, he stank. Or like, he had boogers. Right, that type of stuff. Like, oh, his nails dirty. So you probably might assume that he probably don't wash good. Or he got boogers all in his nose. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's little stuff that's like, okay, he probably got bad hygiene. Like,
Well, I got some more. Inconsistency and unable to commit. Bad credit. Messy, gossiping men.
I mean, how do you...
Bad
credit.
Dating
that's what I'm saying. We're talking about...
Because you can still get that red flag after you get to know somebody and you find out they have terrible credit. You're like, oh no, red flag. Because what if we want to pursue something and get married and your shit jacked up?
Well, I would say bad credit and you're not trying to do nothing about it. I would say that's something wrong. But if you're... Look, we're 20-something, and all of us, well, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people, we was in college and effed up our credit at a young age, and now we're at the age where we're building our credit and stuff. So if you're not trying to fix it, then I would say like, ugh.
I wouldn't say that's a red flag, just something that needs to be worked on, because they could be fixed.
Yeah, that could be fixed.
It can be, but you got people who don't care.
Right, if they don't care, then no.
Yeah. Just off limits.
Right. Like, you're a bum, because I just feel like if you're not doing nothing, you're a bum in general, so I don't want you.
$2,000 credit repair course.
Right, exactly.
Lord.
Call up Ashley Gracie, your boyfriend.
Right. We do not support, so don't nobody come back and say
please don't.
Her ex-nay on that. Okay, but anyways, your phone face down all the time.
Of course.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say that's a red flag.
I do it.
Like so it won't distract you type of shit?
It's distraction. I don't know. You don't even get my business anyway. We're just
crazy. So it's not, I don't.
And it's just like we're just dating, so it's like.
I got his password, but it's just out of habit.
Yeah.
It's just out of habit.
Ooh, this one speaks poorly about women in general.
Yeah,
that is just
if
the first thing you want to do is talk about
always
women always want you to take them out. Like, where
I ain't talking like that while we dating.
Literally,
they do,
and they talk about their baby mama so bad. They talk about exes so bad.
Still be messing with them, but they want to talk bad about them so you'll know or think it's nothing because it really
I don't like that. I'd be like,
I guess I think that's a red flag.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. I ain't talking about the baby mamas on dates with the new girl. Is that what it's giving?
Yes. People do that.
Shit, you gotta ask about baby mamas now.
Yeah, you have to ask as far as that. But I think like it's a grown man is gonna be like, oh, we cool, or we don't really get along, but I take care of my child. You get what I'm saying? He's not finna be like,
blah blah
blah,
and she did it. I don't even know that.
And she be the. That's between you and her.
Right.
Now you're making me not even want to talk to you because I don't want to
talk
drama.
Like this about that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Haven't spent more than 6 months of adulthood single.
I think that's a red flag. Only reason I say that is because that means that you don't know how to be to your.
No, I know I don't count.
Oh. That means you don't know how to be by yourself. So you're gonna always attach yourself to people. That don't mean that you truly love them. Just you don't want to be by yourself.
Right.
That's true.
That's how I look at that.
That's true. I definitely think everybody should be single.
Yeah.
Well.
find
yourself
yourself.
together.
Yeah.
You gotta find yourself, and when you get back out there, now you know what you want.
Yeah.
You know to look for. You won't
And
be
then you're not
settling for
clingy
nothing.
and
Yeah.
and
staying in relationships that you know aren't healthy because you're scared to be alone. And a lot of people do that too.
Yeah. Yep. Always bragging about shit that you have.
I don't like a man that brags. It's a difference when he's like. It's a difference between bragging and like, you know, letting me know. Yeah, like letting me know what you got going on, what you know.
Yeah.
Like, but most men that really get it and that's like really about that ain't
talking
about it. They just gonna
right.
let you see you. They gonna pick you up in their car and you be like, dang.
And what do I care about it for if you're not sharing?
Yeah, they be wanting to impress you. That's it.
It's don't impress me. Impress me by saying
I just went to the store and I just grabbed these shoes for $1,000. I don't like. Half of the shoes that's $1,000 ugly. So I probably don't even like how you look when you dress up. If you're going to spend $1,000, I'm just being honest on some shoes because most of the time they be ugly.
But
for the men, they be ugly. I just feel like I don't like a man that's really flashy like that. Like I like a chill. He can have on some nice shoes or whatever, but his outfit might just be simple. Like I don't like a man that's dripped down from.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about
that. I don't like that. Like beach shit. Like
thick ass chains.
No, I'd rather you show that off in real estate, other stuff.
Yeah.
You got all them shoes and no land.
Okay. Bro, I was gonna say invest in it properly, bro. What you gonna do with some shoes?
No house.
Exactly.
No nothing. Shoot, red flag, not having a car or a house. As a grown,
like a house or just
I
nowhere
don't know
to
about
stay.
a house.
I would say for grown men who have never stepped out, who have never aspired, who plan on it, who will always be just content with not having their own anything.
Well, that's just a bum. I wouldn't be
right. That's a red
bum
flag
in general.
Yeah.
But like, if they're not having a house, it's not really a red flag.
Yeah,
for our age, at least, because it's like.
Some people don't even want houses. It's
I mean, no, I'm not just talking about like a house.
Like
I mean their own place. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm saying I can understand if it's a guy our age, which 25, like 24 to 30, not even 30. I won't even say 30. I say like 24 to like 28. And if they have a roommate or something, but they don't have no kids or anything.
But they still got
a roommate is not their own spot.
Right, but I wanted to clarify that because you say your own spot. Ain't nobody thinking, a roommate. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't mind a roommate is okay. Especially if you ain't got no kids or nothing like that. You got, a roommate, that's cool. That's fine. Yeah. But I don't think it's a red flag if they don't have,
Shit. If I went in a relationship, I would want me a roommate too right about now with these rent prices.
Exactly. At least somebody to share it with.
And they live in their granny house and they ain't trying to get an apartment. They ain't trying. They like, my grandma, she just let me.
Right.
This really my house, but my grandma, she
stay here.
But you in the basement.
But you live with her.
No,
she just stay here.
House, right. That's your grandma's house. Let's.
She just stay here. But that's where you grew up, child.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are some of y'all toxic traits y'all think y'all have?
I honestly don't know. I asked my boyfriend. He was like, "I think you got one, but I don't know what it is."
It could be like.
I don't know.
For me, I think, like, I don't really think I do it no more, but, like, when somebody just, like, don't say, like, if we arguing, I'll probably blow up instead of just, like, talking about it first. But now I think I'm getting to the point of I can talk about it now, but before I would just spaz. Ain't no talking. Like, as soon as I see something, as soon as I think something going on, as soon as whatever, I'm spazzing. I don't care what nobody talking about. I don't care about none of that. That's with anything. That's not just a relationship. That's with anybody. I just turn up. But now I'm calming down more. Like, I ain't as, in relationships, I can be like, oh, this bothered me. Yeah. Instead of just going off.
Yeah. I'm the complete opposite. I have to think about stuff, and the problem is, when I have to think about stuff, people equate that to silent treatment. Like, I'll be like, because I like to think about stuff before I say it, because if I do react, like, I hit below the belt. So I know I'm going to hurt some feelings. So even sometimes mid-argument, I will just not say something and I will get quiet because I got to think about what I'm about to say. And I have to think about my thoughts and I have to process this before I say something to you. But people take that as silent treatment. Yeah. So
I'm the same way. I wouldn't say I do silent treatment. Mine's is more of I expect you to respond a certain way when I come at you about something. So when you don't respond the way in my head I expected you to, I get mad. So that's something I've been working on. So I think that's one of mine. Other than that, I don't really think I have toxic traits. I used to cut people off, like, really for no reason, but it was just more so, I was scared to date. I'm not a big dater. Like, I don't do dates. I don't do dating sites or anything. So I could start talking to somebody and I'm just not feeling them like day one, and I'll ghost them.
See, so mine is like, kind of like if I start liking somebody too much, I might like self-sabotage and be like, no. So I gotta find something wrong. Like, that's the problem. I find something wrong with the person. It could be literally nothing wrong with them. I'll be like, oh, well, he this, and it's just like, and then I convince myself to not like him no more.
I think that's probably what I do.
Yeah, I convince myself to not like this person no more because, like, of anything. It could be, even if they been being cool, we kicking it, whatever the case may be, I just be like, no.
I agree.
Time to go.
I hold grudges. Like,
maybe that's nice.
but I feel like everybody, regardless of what they say, hold grudges, because it's like sometimes when and it depends on what it is or what the situation is. But if a person hurts you to a certain extent, it's just kind of like they broke that barrier, and it's kind of like you don't have that same kind of trust.
Right.
But also like to the grudges as like, if I cut you off, you're never coming back in my life.
I feel like it's a difference though, because it's like,
it's a difference.
It's, you're not technically holding a grudge. It's just, okay, you hurt me, and I'm hurt about it, and so now you can never have access to me that same way. That's not holding a grudge. If we get in an argument, I might
bring that shit back up. I'm
still holding on to it.
Well then,
I haven't let it
or
go.
like I cut my cousin off like 5 years ago over money, and I ain't talked to her since.
Well, I mean, I don't feel like. But I mean, are you angry though? That's the thing.
No, I ain't angry.
So it's not really holding a grudge. I feel like if they make it to the point where you like hate them and just like, you ain't gotta rekindle nothing with nobody.
I hold grudges because I still feel the same way. Like, fuck them.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's really
a grudge, baby.
I feel like if anybody do you wrong, you
like,
have
she
to
mad enough where she's not gonna rekindle.
But it's a grudge. Like God say, let go, let God.
I probably would.
So that's why she's saying a grudge. That's what
I'm not mad about it. I'm just
so
like,
you
fuck
seen
them.
her? Would you
so
speak
it's a
to her
grudge
at a family function?
But
If you seen her, would you
be mad if you don't have no feelings towards it? It's not really. You're not holding.
I might
on
say,
to that
hey,
anger.
keep it moving, but I don't know about a
Right, so you're not holding on to that anger. I feel like a grudge is when you're really angry. Like, if you see this person, you're beating their ass when you see them. I feel like that's a grudge. When I see you, I'm putting hands on you. I don't care how many years it's been. I don't care how long. Like, I'm that angry to the point, like, your presence really messed me up because I'm so angry because you did this. Like, that's just like if somebody get raped or something. You could never, you holding a grudge against that person that raped you. You don't never want to be in a presence, never want to see them.
Bring them around.
None of that. You don't want to be, none of that. So I feel like if somebody did you in, you got the right to be mad and cut them off, and that's it. You not holding the anger no more. She not messing up your presence. She don't make you feel no type of way. So I feel like you got right. You just don't fuck with it. So I don't feel like that's bad.
Yeah. I wouldn't say grudge. I just cut you off and I leave it at that.
Yeah.
Now if you cutting people off for no reason, like it was like as petty as, oh, she forgot to bring me some chicken nuggets or something, then yeah, I'd be like, that's
hey, she said she was gonna do it and she didn't. You know. Let's see. Another one is I'm nonchalant. Like, I guess that would be the word, or I'd be like acting like I don't care, or like I get that I'm mean or stuff like that. It just don't be that I don't care. It's just that's just how it appears, basically. I don't know how to explain it.
You don't really give nonchalant, but I guess.
I mean, maybe not to us.
Right.
Yeah, it could be.
Depends, I guess. I mean, that's what a lot of people tell me that. Like,
really?
yeah, I hear that a lot. So
I guess you showed us that.
I don't know, maybe when we first met you, not nonchalant, but like.
That's what I'm saying. She don't give.
Not necessarily nonchalant, but giving off that I don't care. Like, I don't care, or that I'm mean. I hear that a lot. I guess, like, to people that I'm close with.
That's probably just.
But people that I'm literally, everybody in my family tells me that.
I feel like all that, because they be saying I'm mean, so it's just like, I'm not mean. Y'all just irritating and annoying. Y'all annoying.
People I've dated tell me that. They just be like that I don't care, or that I mean.
Maybe I'm mean then, because I get told that my mama say that sometimes, like, you just mean.
I mean, I don't think that I'm
say
mean.
that sometimes. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I just don't like talking all the time. Like, my mom want to talk all the time. My siblings, my little brother wants to, like, get out of my face. Why'd you all up on me. Like, I always been the one just
Yeah.
to myself, kind of. It's not that I'm being mean. It's just I'm used to being by myself, so it's like I'm not. It's not that, like, it might. I guess it would come off as that, but I'm not. Like,
You're a little mean. That's okay.
Girl, I know y'all ain't talking the way y'all be talking and stuff too.
That's why I was about to ask y'all. Do I give?
But I don't take that as being
only
mean.
people that are
It's we
close
got
to me
smart
think that I'm
mouths.
mean.
That's it. Like, I don't think you're mean.
That's what I'm saying. People, only people that's close.
I think I just appear mean,
like my family.
Rest in bitch face. That's it.
No, they say I act mean.
Yeah, it don't be giving mean. Like,
No, with family it's different.
that's what I said. They see the other side of, like,
yeah.
you know, maybe you just not want to be bothered, or like, you know, when you going through something, you kind of like they in the house with you possibly, so they probably seeing like,
or I say mean things, or I don't know, but that's what people say, and I do feel like sometimes I just don't care, and like where I'm supposed to care, I just be like, like it just don't affect me, or like even when I just said like I cut people off, and I be like,
well, yeah, it's what it is.
I mean, I think that's a good thing, unless it's just like I said, if it's something like super duper petty that was just like it was no reason to cut that person off, or like it was like just overly petty, then I'd be like, okay, like you just doing too much. But if it's for valid reasons to cut people off, you got all means to do that. Like it, if you just feel like that was enough to cut somebody off, then
I cut somebody off because they was what you doing me to death, like every hour.
Now that's annoying.
That's annoying. Cut them off.
Block.
Yeah,
no more.
Yeah, that's
The same shit.
Figure out something else.
I don't think that's mean. That's just like
No, that's not mean. I was just saying how you just
uninterested.
cut people off.
Figure out something else to say.
Yeah.
Get you some conversation starters or something.
Google, please.
Right.
They have a whole list of questions on Google. Literally, just Google
They got everything.
icebreaker questions or something.
Right.
Yeah.
You really want to try.
Or even just ask me about myself. But if you what you doing me one more time.
Man.
Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys want to hear more of this episode, go to the link down below in our description.